Hey guys, it's Nick with Scoville Motorsports. Hey, we got the Chassis Unlimited front bumper going on our Chevy 1500 Duramax. So I want to kind of give you guys just a walkthrough of what you can expect from beginning to end and just some of my thoughts on the process of installing it. So this is how it came to us. And it's going to be in a box, so it's not coming on a pallet or anything like that. You're going to have the couple pieces in here that are packaged extremely well. I mean, you'll see when I open it up. It's solid in the inside. Really heavy box, so I'm going to muscle it up on that table, ideally. Hopefully, if not, I'll do it on the floor. Yeah, just kind of give you guys a walkthrough of like building it and putting it on the truck and my thoughts. So it's raining outside, so forgive me at the lighting and everything, but I figured why not get this thing built, and then when it does stop raining, I can go throw it on the truck. So you may see a little bit of a, I don't know, different weather, different change of clothes in between this whole video. But anyways, just wanted to show you guys that. Last thing is, we are a Chassis Unlimited dealer, right? So we purchased this. It's not sponsored or nothing like that. I had every opportunity to put anything I wanted on the truck, but the guys over there have been awesome. They've always treated us awesome, took care of my customers. We pretty much almost never have any issues, but the one or two times that we have, they jumped through hoops right away and made it right. So really solid and good company to work with. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the process, since there's not very many videos out there on the bumpers, to help you guys out. And, hey, this is why we do a lot of it here at home, because it's a little easier for me to make the videos, and it shows you that you can do it as a DIY. You do not have to take this to a shop if you don't want to. So anyways, let's jump into it, guys. I'm going to tear it open, let you guys know what I think, and we'll go from there. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys opening the box, but in the label too, it has the weight on this thing. It's 143 pounds, so it is not fun to move around. But you can tell you got all that like spray foam, whatever, in there to fill in all the voids and gaps. Looks like we got some packaging here and some various hardware. So we'll get to all that in a minute. Make sure there's nothing in these, but once we dig through all this and rip all that stuff apart, then we should have our bumper to pull out, and we'll stick it on the table. So we got our center section here, we got our wings here, and 2 hardware packs, which we haven't opened up yet, but we got 10 sets of bolts here with the nylon locking nuts, so that's good. I can already see that there is 4 holes on each side, so that's where 8 of those pieces of hardware are going to go. 2 might be extra, or 2 might be for those little brackets here, which appear to be maybe for the light bar. And then this bigger hardware pack here, again, we're going to read the instructions, but I'm going to take the assumption this has something to do with securing the bumper to the truck. Maybe the current hardware on the truck is just not enough, or it's already one of those ones, those studs that come straight out of the bumper to replace it. These look pretty heavy duty. So those are my assumptions and my first thoughts, and as we go through the video, I'll show you where that stuff goes after we read the instructions and see how it fits up on the truck. In here, to get a deeper look, you can kind of see some of the light shining through here. There's a ton of different mounting options for what you can put in here. You can do like a 30-inch light bar. I think you can see too, you get another sideways mount there and several here. So we're going to get all our lights all mounted up after I bolt the bumper together and everything before we go slide it on the truck. There is a spot here for a winch and a nice 4 bolts, a little plate here on the bottom. So that's nice. So we can put a winch in here. You can slide it through this and then connect it to like your tow hooks or something on this side. Really like this design. So that's it. I think you guys get a good idea of what we're looking at in terms of the inside of the bumper and how it's going to show up here. So let's get this bolted on, and I'll show you the lights when we get bolted in here, and then let's get it on the truck. Okay, so we got our 8. So we got 4 and 4. We got our 8 bolts in there and tightened up. Okay, those are all at 9/16 on both sides. So we got our impact over there. I'm gonna go make sure they're nice and snugged up. But anyways, just to get them nice and tight, that was a fairly easy process. And then now that we have it like this, we're going to jump into adding the light bars and the light pods. So we got everything kind of mounted in here, and we're going to start tightening it down and getting it to where we want to. These brackets work perfect. These are the ones that come with these rigid lights. So those are great. Nice and centered in there. I'm really happy with that. And how those came out. So those are pretty good. I'll end up being able to clean up the wires and zip tie them and run them through. Same thing on this side. I'll show you guys in the front here in a second. And then just got my little wire hanging here for a minute. We actually used the brackets back here that came with the bumper that you guys saw earlier in the video. So I'm going to tighten those things down and use the hardware, which is actually the same as these bolts. So I'm going to get those tightened down. This is all going to be, as you guys can tell, bolted up to the truck. So something I really like is that you'll see in the front here that the bumper, I mean the light bar actually cannot come through the front of the bumper. So someone would have to remove the bumper to take the light bar out. So I do like that. This is a really good look, and I can't wait to see it on the truck. We're gonna get this guy taken off. So one of the first things we're gonna do is open the hood. We're gonna take these 2 Torx bits out, and then all these little pop clips that you're gonna see that's gonna take this guy off. So let's pull that guy off first, and then we'll go to the next. So we're just gonna sit that guy down here, and then I think these are 10 millimeters, so we'll shoot these 4 off, and then we'll go over the rest of it. But most of the grill should kind of pop off from there with very minimal effort. Just want to show you guys what I've done so far. I just got a trim removal tool that's right here on the ground, and I just popped off these where you can tell where the holes are at. So there's just 2 clips, and then you just start to kind of just finesse and pull the grill off. And then on the top you can see where these were all gone. There's some grooves to kind of hold it in place, so you kind of have to remove that. And then there's, I believe, like 3 or 4 clips down here at the bottom. Yeah, actually, where you can see that it's in there. And you can get like a flathead, or honestly you could probably pull out with enough pressure without a tool. You guys can see those down there. Anyways, and the whole grill is going to come right off. Okay, so we got the 4 white clips on the wings on each side, 2 of these on each side, 1 in the center. These I just pulled out. I didn't use any tools for any of these. I just pulled them straight out by just putting my hands in the grill and yanking out. And then, like I said, you'll have like these little lips, like that little plastic piece there. Those are actually what's kind of holding it and gripping it in the top. Once the screws are out, you can kind of see some of those markings. It looks like they're in some of these holes, maybe these kind of oval looking holes, I think. Anyways, that's where they're kind of pulling out. So here's what we have to work with now. And now the bumper is going to be a little more accessible for us to take it off. Basically, next what you're going to do is you're going to get these same little T15 screws from the hood latch. I mean, it's the same size and everything. We're going to pull out the 5 so we can get behind here and access behind here. So you're going to have 1, 2, and then you're going to have 1, 2, 3. Which are all going to follow this curvature of this piece. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. And then we'll be able to pull this back and do that on both sides. And we'll get behind this guy here. Alright, so we're underneath the truck, and there's a bracket that looks like this. And it's got some 15 millimeter bolts that go in it. There's 2 there and 1 on the side. So 2 and 1. And then we're going to jump over here and remove this screw right here. Alright, just a little update. Got those brackets off. We got the little 10 millimeter support little brackets off down there. And then we kind of bent this back. We actually did a little extra work, I think, because we took these 2 screws off and these 2 off. I don't think you needed to do that. But if you bent this back, you'll see a hole right there where I'm pointing at. That was 2 on each side, 18 millimeter on that side, 18 millimeter, and that's right where this little indent's at. And then we pulled this guy back, and we have another 18, and then we had another 18. And because this is a diesel, I went over and unplugged the heater cord that's down here. So hopefully I can pull this off right now, and we have nothing else connected. If you guys had front bumper sensors or anything like that, just keep that in mind. But I'm taking a visual, and the only thing electronics I have currently right now is going to be this. So that's unplugged. So in theory, this should all come completely off, and I should be able to do this by myself. But the new bumper going back on, I think it's going to be a completely different story. It is incredibly heavy. With the light bars, it's probably around 200 pounds. Alright, so something I was kind of fighting a little bit was these brackets, so I ended up just taking them off completely. which they're just really easy with a 10 millimeter. So those little brackets are what's kind of holding this guy onto the bumper, to keeping it affixed there. So we got that. So that part's done. And again, just so you guys can see it now with the bumper off, when you're pulling this back, that's where the 118 millimeters at on each side. And then in here, you guys can pull it back and see that hole that's down there. And right there's your other 18. So 2 18s and those cross supports, and then these 2 little guys on the bottom, and then unplugging any electronics that you may have, which again is this is for the little cord for the heater. We're all set. Here's what it looks like so far. We took off the 3 bolts, which you're going to see in that pile, 3 on each side, which then kind of leaves this dangling. So we just split this down the middle, and then we have our little cord hanging here, right? So we disconnected that, okay, which I don't know if you guys can see it, but we have that disconnected to that motor mechanism. So we're going to pull this off. We're going to pull that motor out, and then we're going to reconnect it. We're going to zip tie it out of the way, so that way the truck thinks that this shutter mechanism's here. And we don't need this anyways. All this stuff's for aerodynamics, and we're clearly past the point of aerodynamics on this truck anyway, so we don't really care if this opens and shuts. We're going to get this whole bulky piece out of the way, and we can bolt the bumper on, and we'll have a ton more room in case you guys ever want to add the winch to the bumper, or extra room to start running the wires and everything up for the lights and everything in there. So unplug that guy. Basically, you just kind of follow, and as you're pulling it off, you'll see what it's hanging onto. There's 4 of these clips, these push clips that are up in here. Then we're on our last one. So this whole thing now is just hanging on from this one. So just as I was saying, you pulled that out, pull that one out, and then this is sitting on the tab, and it literally just falls out at this point. Well, we got it on. So definitely took 2 people, and I had to drag the wife out here to help me. But it was doable with 2 people. It was actually not that big of a deal. So you're going to slide this on the way you guys had saw this, and that little notch is going to sit on just that little notch on the frame. So it has somewhere to kind of rest, and you could just lean into the bumper, into the truck, and it gives you enough time to put in this, that. So those are those OEM original bolts that were in here, and then there's one more that would normally go here, but we don't need it anymore. That longer hardware earlier in the video, you'll see that it actually goes directly across and goes through here. Not sure which direction, but there's only one spot for it to go. And keep in mind, like, I'm not even reading the instructions, and I could tell you I knew where it went. You could tell from the grade of the bolt that it was meant to hold the bumper on. So that's all in there. So you got 2 bolts, you got that 1 cross support bolt, and there's nothing else on the sides. I'm going to put in my Torx bits, trim the fender liner a little bit, and like I said, we're going to get that grill back on in the same way that we did before. And I'm going to jump to that now that it's starting to rain again. Pretty good on me. I was really dedicated to wanting to get this video done, but of course you guys are going to see this in the daylight, so let's jump to getting this finished up, and then we'll get to that part. Okay guys, so we pretty much got it all wrapped up right here. That's the bumper on the truck. We'll wire up the lights at a later date when we get our little switch added in there. But I love the way it came out. These rigid lights with the midnight design behind them, they really tie into the bumper really nice. I can't wait to see them on. We will obviously be showing those off in a future video. But there's a lot of options for lights from Chassis Unlimited, and we are very stoked to be a dealer for them. If you guys like this information, you guys are looking at buying one of these bumpers, I would appreciate you guys reaching out to us for much faster availability. Chassis Unlimited can confirm that, and obviously we're getting our hands on a lot more of these, and you guys are going to see more and more content coming. You guys are going to see some content coming on the blue truck. We have front and rear bumpers going on there too, that are already here, so just need to find some time to do it. So I love the way that thing came out, and again, not the most ideal lighting right now. Love the way that back one came out too. So I don't know if this is going to be the end of the video, but if it is, I'll see you guys next time. But dang, that thing looks good.